hello. Oh, maybe that's what I needed to do. I still can't hear it through the speakers, though. Huh. Well, sorry, guys. I've got a new setup here, and for some reason, I'm not getting any sound. What did that just do? I don't want to do that. Well, maybe if I turn it up a bit. I don't want the microphone muted. I want to mute the built-in microphone, and I want to use this microphone. Huh. Hello, hello. Let's try that. Is it any better? I'm not getting any sound from my speakers. You're gonna get wet. You're gonna get wet. I said. I've got. I can't get my thing going here. If I unmute that.
Well, it rained and then it got beautiful, and I thought, well, at first I thought I'm not going to come.
Yeah.
No.
Well, if that's dry.
Oh, okay. Dry?
Yeah, I'm going to use the built-in microphone, I guess, which is really weird because I'm not hearing any music. So, yeah, Paula, you're there. That's fantastic, and I sound clear. Okay, well, that's great. So, friends and neighbors, fans and followers, this is Worldwide Play Music on the Porch Day. So instead of setting up in my, I guess I can take down that banner, can't I? Instead of setting up in the sun porch, which is what I usually do, I decided to set up on the front porch. Well, for some reason, my setup is not working, but apparently you can hear me and you can see me, so it may be just something to do with the new version of Ecamm. So I'm running it through my Scarlett 2i2, but it's not putting out a lot of sound. My monitors are mute, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens when I do a playback. Anyway, let me just get my script up here. If I can find it. Here we go. No, it's not doing it. I think I'm going to turn that off. I don't need to look at it. Yeah. Oh, it's just doing something completely weird. Here we go. So, Anine Bourgeois, Catherine M. Thompson, Indigenous Cause. This worldwide Play Music from the Porch Day is coming to you on Facebook and YouTube, broadcast via Ecamm. And I wanted to acknowledge that this land is the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe and many other indigenous nations that once called this land their home, and they still live and travel through here. Today is Saturday, August 26th, 2023, and I've been on hiatus. I decided that Worldwide Play Music from the Porch Day was a good time to start singing again. But I'm more than a little rusty, so how long this set will be depends on the rustiness and stamina. I have it planned, but we'll see if we can get through it. We lost Jan in February, as many of you know, and this is more than 6 months after that. But I'm going to sing a couple of songs in memory of him or in honor of him. And I promise to end on a high note, a fun note. But here's the elegiac song that I wrote after my mom passed in 2015. And it's sung a cappella. It's never been recorded. I think it's meant to be sung a cappella. Now is the time for dying. The gray tsunami is rolling in. Time for the old guard to roll out and the new guard to fall in. Now is the time for crying, to grieve those passed away, to cast their ashes to the wind and remember yesterday. Oh, now is the time for sighing as the burden falls to us, as we become the elders to carry on the trust. This is a generation change, a time for long goodbyes. Have we learned enough to lead the ones who come behind? Oh, now is a time for crying, for dying and sighing alone, as parents and loved ones move along and leave us on our own. So I really was singing that for my children, who were a tremendous support to us during Jan's last days, and also further up into the spring. And I'm just beginning to get back to something that resembles a normal life. And I muffed a few of those lines, but I guess that's just to be expected. I'm going to sing a song that is it's on Wildcat, which was produced by Chris Burkett, of course, and who's my producer. He's a wonderful singer-songwriter as well. This I'm going to sing to the backing track from Wildcat that has no vocal on it, and it more like reflects where I am. I found an interesting thing this spring, that a number of my poems and songs have proved a bit prophetic, that I didn't recognize. Like, this song just came to me out of the blue a couple of years ago, and several years ago, because we recorded it on Wildcat. But now I can really sense what it means. Just hold on, and I'll hope that the backing track is going to work. I think I've got things plugged in the wrong way, and I need to I need to do something here. I need to make sure that this does not die in the middle of a song. All right. There it is. Here we go. I'll do it time. See, what's happened is that I've completely forgot how to do some things. Maybe it's not the right one that I'm looking at here. Display and brightness, that's the one I want. And I want to tell it to never auto lock. There we go. There's all these little things you have to do when you set up. So we're going to try this. And we're going to hope that it works. Oh dear. Okay. I just feel like everything is not working today. Well, what I'll do is I'll just play this without it being plugged in and hope that it picks up. You don't want into this crazy world. There is nothing here to see. Only broken hearts and broken dreams. Only lonely, lonely me. You don't want into this empty life, an empty spot where life should be. Only broken hearts and broken dreams. Only lonely, lonely me. You saw me on that cold, cold corner, the wild wind whipping through my hair. I never wanted you to see me in my deep and dark despair. You don't want this empty crossroad. Branches break on barren trees. Now, empty. Only lonely, lonely me. This is a little 60s stroll sound here. Saw me on that cold, cold corner, wild wind whipping through my hair. I never wanted you to see me in my deep and dark despair. You don't want into this empty house, ashes where the fire should be. And now who hides behind these fragile walls? Only lonely, lonely me. Only lonely, lonely me. Only lonely, only lonely, lonely me. Thank you so much. And hi, Wendy. I'm glad you could join us. My friend Val is here, which is really neat because it was pouring rain just a few minutes ago. And I've picked a great day to wear black because it is the most humid day we've had probably in 3 weeks. It's just the heat and the humidity just came in like with a whack to this afternoon. So, good to see you singing again. Well, I sang one song for a Zoom open mic, totally inappropriate. They were all singing old folk songs and stuff, and I sang my Ella Jake song. But at least I got through it, and it sort of gave me the courage to do this today because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to. So what I'm going to do now, I'll put my phone down again. And it's a mystery to me why this isn't working the way it used to, but I've connected something that I shouldn't, and I'm not sure what it is. It's been months, So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sing a song about, Jan and I would have been married for 56 years in June, which is a long time. And the way we met was sort of a bit unusual. I had met him and saw him because he lived kind of in the same neighborhood that I lived in. But this is called Dancing at the Store Club, and it's kind of the story of how we met. It's been changed many times, and I'll see whether I like this version of it. Anyway, it's the LNPS, by the way, is London and Port Stanley Railroad, because we used to jump on at the station in St. Thomas and go down to Port Stanley that way, save the parents from driving us, etc. So this is called Dancing at the Store Club, which was a huge dance hall with a big floor. It was the kind of place that Guy Lombardo would play and, other bands and that, and it was for dancing. But once I was a teenager, they began to have Friday night dances in the summer and so forth. And I'm not sure. I know we danced there, but this is it's really the other part of the story that's kind of interesting to me. We board the LMPS to Port Stanley, summertime at its best. Sunning in the sand, diving under the waves, dancing at the store club at the end of the day. The first time that we met, I was not yet 16. The night was dark, the fires were low. We walked the beach, I watched you throw a log of burning embers to the sky, which left a trail of starlight as it fell into the lake to softly die. And your deep voice sent shivers through me, speaking of the curve in space, Einstein's theory, time's continuum. Even though I could not see your face, I fell in love. We board the LMPS to Port Stanley, summertime at its best. Sunning on the sand, diving under the waves, dancing at the store club at the end of the day. The second time we met, when I was past 16, the day was bright, your friend too bold. I walked away, you watched me go, then found a telephone to call my home, which left a trail of starlight when you asked me to the dance. Our love was born, and your deep voice sent shivers through me. Even though you could not see my face, you fell in love. For over 50 years we've told our story, a night of glory, a summer love, of how your voice sent shivers through me. Even though I could not see your face, we fell in love. We board the LMPS to Port Stanley, summertime at its best. Sunning in the sand, diving under the waves, dancing at the store club. We go dancing at the store club, and we'll be dancing at the store club till the end of our days, till the end of our days. And of course, I just figured we'd be having our 85th wedding anniversary at some point. So this is it's taking a bit of getting used to, I have to say. However, these things happen, I guess. So I promised to end on a bit of a high note or a fun note. So this is also a story of family. It's about my mom and dad and how they met, and how our family came to be. And it's the first song on Only Lonely Me is the first song on my album Wildcat, and Swing Daddy is the first song on my CD Cool Cat. Now, Only Lonely Me has also been released as a single. I mean, they're on all the Spotify and iCloud Music. Not iCloud Music, iTunes Music or Apple Music. And I don't know if my earlier stuff is on Amazon, if maybe just Wildcat. I've never actually looked, but there's like lots of different things that people listen to. I don't know if all of them are on SoundCloud, because it sort of went out of favor for a long time. Hey, Susan, you're here too. That's great. Really nice to see you. I popped down to Port Stanley to see Susan's art in, she's a member of a cooperative gallery, and they had this big show with all of the artists in the co-op, and so it was really nice to see all of her pieces. And there's also one in St. Thomas, and I got there 4 minutes after they closed, so I didn't see that, but it's always also nice to see Sue and Bill and come back again. I didn't bring a drink out, which was probably not a good idea, but I'm not going to go get it. I'm going to play the backing track for Swing Daddy. And you can sing along if you want. You hear that in the choruses, you can go swing daddy, swing, swing daddy, swing daddy, swing. Or maybe, I'm not sure if that's all that it is, but it's sort of fun. Swing daddy, swing, swing daddy, swing daddy, swing. Daddy was a bass man in a swing band. In those dirty 30s, dark depression days, they played dance halls in Hamilton, Muskoka dance pavilions. He played that upright at the old Palais. His bass rode high up on the band car rooftop. And late one night the wind was blowing fierce. It threw his capes into the ditch, smashed that fiddle all to bits, and Daddy waved goodbye to his career. The 30s taught Daddy's law. Make good with what you got. You can do what you have to do to see it through. If you swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Daddy, swing. Thump that rhythm, dance all night and day. Swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Daddy, swing. Play that bass and chase those blues away. It's a great song to dance to. So Daddy took the reins up on a bread truck, delivered to the store that Mama ran. She'd been out dancing with her pals, heard him swing those big dance halls. He bought a book of matches and love began. Then Daddy drove the railway locomotives all up and down the New York Central line. While Mama cooked and Mama sewed, and they built up a happy home, a half a dozen children strong and fine. The 30s taught Daddy's law. Make good with what you got. You can do what you have to do to see it through. If you swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Daddy, swing. Thump that rhythm, dance all night and day. Swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Daddy, swing. Play that bass and chase those blues away. Always singing. Well, in the end, he was a labor leader. When he was 62 at a railroad union do, they let him sit in for a set, and Daddy hadn't lost it yet. He played that bass the way he used to do. And here's Malcolm Connor sitting in for Daddy. Well, now you've heard the story of our family, and every single word of it is true. Daddy was a bass man, playing for a swing band, and Daddy, we're so glad Mama swung with you. Hey, 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 swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Mama, swing. Thump that rhythm, dance all night and day. Swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Mama, swing. Play that bass and chase those blues away. Chase those blues. Play that bass and chase those blues away. Swing, Daddy, swing, swing, Daddy. Swing, Daddy, swing, swing, Daddy. Swing, Daddy, swing, swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Daddy, swing. Oh, that's so much fun, eh? I'm telling you, that was just the greatest time that I had. I wasn't used to playing with musicians, so it took a lot of rehearsals. It probably wasn't ready when I did it anyway, but we did 3 shows, 2 in Toronto and 1 in Oakville nearby, to launch that. And we had, I had Alistair Bradley on keyboards. It was called Jazz Money, and that was, now I'm going to forget their names. Christopher Weatherstone on sax, Malcolm Connor on upright bass, and at that time it was Jared Goldman on drums. And then Chris Burkett added jazz guitar in it. And when I did the launch, I also had Jeremy Edwards there playing his bass. What does he play? A bass clarinet. It's the strangest instrument, and also harmonica when it was called for and stuff. And I had 2 backup singers, Shannon Roselle and Erin Nora Thompson, who's my daughter. and it just, it just came together exactly the way I wanted it. I could hear that song in my head, hear the music and everything when I wrote it. So that was really fun. I wrote it at Song Studio with the help of Jory Nash, who's a sort of a storytelling songwriter. So that was very, very helpful to help me to weed out all of the unnecessary details until I had a good basis for starting the song. And then I wrote it over the next few months. So it was really great. Song Studio is Song Studio is great for songwriters. Songstudio.ca. Look it up if you've got ambitions. Now, the last song I'm going to do, because it's Saturday, and I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis 5 years ago now. And I was told I didn't have to give up alcohol entirely. I could have one on Saturday night. And my favorite one is Jack Daniels. So I wrote this song kind of the next week because I was diagnosed just before Song Studio started. So this one is also on Wildcat and also produced, of course, by Chris Burkett. And I just need to get the lyric page up. And there we go. Because it's been a long time since I've sung any of these. And I have to say that one of the saving graces of being the person that I am is that I'm a naturally smiley person. So it doesn't necessarily show. The only thing I know is that when I get really tired, people think I'm angry, which I'm not. But maybe I'm just not smiling when I'm really, really tired. I don't know. So this is a shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. Okay, let me see, where have I got that? Oh, wait. There we go. A shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. Jeez, I got to start over again. I have my hands tied together. Hold on. I picked this up with the stand and I had to get rid of it. Try it again. This is another good dance one. A shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. My friends are with me and we're feeling alright. The band is pumping out his favorite songs. The joint is jumping as we sing along. Another round, I won't put up a fight. A shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. A shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. Monday to Friday, it's the daily grind. Go to church on Sunday when we rest and pray. There goes the weekend, that's Saturday. Hey, only time we can do it upright. A shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. Susie is dancing with Sammy. Davey is dancing with Dan. I'm on the loose with nothing to lose. I'm gonna get me a man. A shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. My friends are with me and we're feeling alright. The band is pumping out our favorite songs. The joint is jumping as we sing along. Another round, I won't put up a fight. A shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. Bartender, I'd love a whiskey. Hello, Jack. A sipping whiskey, I don't knock it back. A perfect Jack Daniels Manhattan straight up. That's what I call a loving cup. A chaser for beer, or is beer the chaser? A boiler maker? I'll bring that bottle over here and pour me a whiskey, a double whiskey, a shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. Pour me a whiskey, a double whiskey, a shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. Another round, I won't put up a fight. A shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. Susie is dancing with Sammy. Davy is dancing with Dan. I'm on the loose with nothing to lose. I'm gonna get me a man. Okay, go Chris and Shari. I think that's what's going on. Pour me a whiskey, a double whiskey, a shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. And I'll definitely be having a shot of whiskey later on tonight. So that's it. I'm really pleased that I got through all of it for you. It's just after 3:30 and ET. So you can see this on my Facebook pages. I've got links in the announcement to my Facebook pages and profile, and also to my YouTube channel. So that's one of the wonderful things that Ecamm is doing. It's allowing me to broadcast to more than one spot, and I think it's just great. I want to thank Valerie for coming over. Like, it's still, I thought she's going to have to jump up here on the porch with me in a minute because it's getting really dark again. And I also want to thank Sue and who all is here? Oh my goodness. Rebecca King and Kathy Simonelli. Oh, Simonelli, that's fantastic. Kathy and Rebecca were two of my first followers, and they're both Twitter people, which is like X now, and I don't do much on it, but it's so great. And Wendy Hardman is part of my a part of the accountability group I belong to. So Wendy, it's so lovely of you to have come by, and Sue, of course, is my age-old friend, and in fact lives in Port Stanley. And Paula Sweeney Fletcher. Paula was one of my students at Sheridan, and just lovely to see you. And her guy too, Errol Fletcher, is a musician, and I've got his music. So it's been a lovely day. Val, thanks so much for coming. I'm really glad I did this, and thank you very much to Worldwide Play Music from the Porch, because otherwise it may have been much longer before I got myself out to sing. I'm not going to plan any regular lives just now, but I will pop on every once in a while. And I'm also, what is really neat is that I know I sent letters out like in the middle of the night, but I also managed to send them to. I found out that the Reverb Nation email list that they shared with me, I was able to just copy all of those emails, like there's 70 of them, and pop them into the letter, and I was able to send it out a second time just this morning. But that's very encouraging as well, because it puts me over 100 for those. Thank you so much for the love, and I'll see you next time. I'm a pee. If I have to finish and